Howdy, I'm William Perry Pendley, Deputy Director of the Bureau of Land Management. About this time of year around these parts, there's a song they sing. It goes, "It's Christmas Eve in Washington, America's hometown." Except for me, it's not. I was born and raised in Cheyenne, and my wife and I have lived in Evergreen, Colorado for decades. I'm excited this year about returning home to join my wife, our 2 sons, daughter, 5 grandkids, and celebrating Christmas. This year, however, I'm bringing well-paying BLM jobs with me. Secretary David Bernhardt and I believe the Bureau of Land Management talented workforce belongs in the West, not Washington, D.C. That's why we're moving the headquarters to Grand Junction, Colorado, and sending 300 high-level positions to state offices in Billings, Boise, Reno, Cheyenne, Santa Fe, and elsewhere. It's a no-brainer, but some in Congress wonder why. Well, here's why. First, it's where our work is. 99.99% of the 245 million acres of federal lands managed by the BLM, 10% of the country, is in the 11 western states and Alaska. 97% of our employees are already there. But 50 and 60% of our most senior, seasoned executive decision makers are right here in Washington, D.C. We want them closer to the lands they manage and the people they work with rather than 2 and even 4 time zones away in Washington. Second, it's better for our employees. Washington is notorious for political nonsense, bad traffic, and a very high cost of living. Out west, our senior BLM officials will enjoy a much lower cost of living, a much shorter commuting time, and proximity to the recreational pursuits and public lands in the West's wide open spaces. Finally, we have bipartisan support. Despite protests from some members of Congress, mostly from the East Coast where BLM properties are few and far between, the move has gained bipartisan support from federal, state, and local officials throughout the West. We're going to make it happen early next year. So stop by and say howdy to your new neighbors, your new BLM neighbors at the Grand Junction headquarters, where I'll be on January the 2nd, and our other Western locations. Until then, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year.